Hi everyone and welcome to a new session about Azure Communication Service. In earlier session, we have seen how to create Azure Communication Service from the portal, how to send emails with Azure Communication Service, and how to add your own domain. Today, we are going to see how to create an Azure Communication Service using Terraform. Alright, so here I have my Visual Studio code. And here on the left, I have my variables, and on the right, I have the component that I'll be creating. So as usual, here we have our resource group. We have the Azure Communication Service, and I'm naming it Communication Service 003. Here I have my email communication service. So we said earlier in the other video that we need to create an Azure Communication Services. We need to create an email communication services. And if we have our own domain, we need to create a communication service domain. And if we are going to use the free domain provided by Azure, we need to create that too. So if we need to create the free one, you need to use Azure Managed Domain like that. And the domain management must be Azure Managed. But if you are going to use your own domain, you need to put your domain right here in the name, and in the domain management, you need to set it to customer managed. All right. Once you create this, you need to associate your domain to the Azure Communication Service. So by default, the free domain provided by Azure can be linked to the Azure Communication Service because it is verified. But as you have seen, when we added our domain in the video that I have shared, we need to configure the SPF, we need to configure the DKIM and DKIM2. And this is a configuration that must be done also in our provider. The sample that I have provided was with GoDaddy. All right, so what we need to do right now, here I'm associating the free domain. Later, when I deploy all this, I need to configure my domain with the provider, which is GoDaddy. And later I am going to need to add another block like that. And here I need to add the email domain customer managed, this one, which is my own domain. And I'm going to need to associate it to the communication service ID, this one. So, which means another block like that. But instead of using the email domain here, which is the free tier, I'm going to need to associate it with my own domain. So let's go and build this Terraform init. All right, let's validate if we have any issue in our configuration. I love the autocomplete function and Terraform plan out plan. All right, so let's see here our plan, what we will be creating. All right, that was quick. So we have 6 resources to be created. And as you can see here, we have the resource group right here, the domain that is customer managed here with this domain, also the free domain by Azure. And here we have the email communication service, and here we have the association, and here we have the Azure Communication Service. And for the data location, remember when we have created the service, we need to choose a data location, which means the data or the place where your data, email or SMS or calls will be saved, and this cannot be changed later. All right. So in this use case, I have put United States. Cool. Let me apply this. All right, so I will pause until this will be created. It will take about 2 minutes, and I will be back when this is done. All right, so after almost 2 minutes, the resources have been created. And now if I go to the portal, as you can see here, we have our resources have been created. So we have the Azure Communication Service, we have the email communication service, and the 2 domains that we added. which is the free one, which is Azure Managed, and my own domain. So if I go to the communication service right now, I will see and I will find only the free domain attached. Oh, let me just go to email, try email. And here, if I want to select, I will see only the free domain. Why? Let me go here, provision domains, and as you can see, because this is verified and this is not yet verified. So what I will do in the next seconds, I will verify this by adding these values to my GoDaddy provider, which is where I host this domain. And later we will go and add the configuration in order to associate this domain to Azure Communication Services. All right, so in the background, I have finished configuration of my own domain. And now we will back here and we will always have one domain available. All right, because why? Here in domains, we did not associate our domain. We did not connect our domain to our Azure Communication Services like we have done with this. Right now, I can do this from the portal. If I choose the right email communication service, and here I can select, as you can see, the domain. But since we are doing Terraform, I will be doing that from here. So let me go back here, and as we have associated the free tier, which is the communication service ID, this one, and right here I will be changing this with my managed domain right here. Cool. I will save, and right now let's try to build this. Oh. I need to rename this. So Terraform init. Let's validate again. Cool. And let's see the plan. Now we need to see another domain attached to Azure Communication Services. It is building, refreshing the state, and as you can see, one association will be created. Let's apply this and see what will happen. All right, it is creating or connecting. All right, it's completed. Let me go back right here. Let me refresh. And as you can see here, we have another domain attached, which is my domain right here. This is actually cool, and we can go from here right now. Let's go right here. Let's choose an email. So I will be testing using this email account, this Gmail account. I'll put it right here. Test email, hello world via email, and let's keep it like that and send. All right, email sent successfully, and as you can see here, we have our email, hello world via email. So like that, we have seen how to add or to create Azure Communication Services with email communication service and with its domain, and attach that domain to Azure Communication Services via Terraform. This code will be shared into my GitHub account, and it will be in the description below the video. If you like this video, please do not forget to hit like and subscribe, and wait for the next video. It will be shared. Thank you.